It was a dark, soundless autumn day, and the weather was foggy. He was riding alone when he found himself in front of the house of Usher. He felt a sense of darkness, depression, and uneasiness. He rode his horse to the edge of a black lake close to the house. There he saw the reflection of grey grass, the fragmented tree trunks, and the scary face created by the windows and the door of the house. He was proposing to stay a few weeks in that house, the house of Roderick Usher, a friend of his childhood. He had received a letter about Roderick's illness, in which he mentioned his mind disorder and asked for his company. The man didn't hesitate about the request. Yet, in front of the house, looking at every detail of the decaying construction, he rode over a short bridge to the house, and a valet led him through the halls to Roderick's room. That room was very large and high, with long and narrow windows. The furniture were old and tattered, and it had an atmosphere of sadness. Roderick Usher, who was on the sofa, greeted him warmly. He looked as pale as a corpse, with large luminous eyes and uncolored fine lips. His features were exaggerated, and everything in him was different from what he had been before. He spoke about the sickness that was in his family, the one which he had lost hope of finding remedy. He was a slave to an abnormal kind of terror. As he spoke, Lady Madeleine passed slowly and disappeared mysteriously. Her disease was constituted by symptoms like apathy, body wasting, and deep sleep periods. She gave into her illness, said Roderick Usher. At Usher's request, the man helped him in the arrangements for the entombment. The body of the apparently dead Madeleine was placed in a coffin and put inside a vault. After a few days of bitter grief, Roderick's behavior changed. He was suffering from madness. When the man was sleeping, someone knocked the door. It was Roderick Usher who entered carrying a lamp. "And have you not seen it?" he said abruptly. "But wait, you shall!" He ran to one of the windows and opened it. The strength of the gust of wind entered. The clouds were so low and pressing upon the towers of the house. Then he said, "You shall not see this!" The man closed the window quickly and read the story to calm the agitated Roderick. The story and the sounds on it were the same sounds produced by Madeleine from her coffin. Mr. Usher placed a chair in front of the door, and then he sat, staying in it without making any move. They heard footsteps on the stairs. Then the doors were thrown open by the wind. They saw Lady Madeleine with blood on her clothes. She entered to the room, so she ran towards Roderick and threw herself into his arms, bringing him to the floor, dead. The man ran terrified from that room and from that house. The storm was still in full force as he crossed the old bridge. He saw the walls breaking apart, and then everything was consumed by the deep, dark lake.